to add some information to give a little bit more meaning to this risk reduction. What exactly is behind these numbers of 28.6, 55.6 and 40%. So we closed, or we minimized this pie, and we're going to add a grid. So we're going to add a grid, and we're going to take a failure mode. So just going up the list, we're going to take a failure mode and we add it to the column. So we'll be working in columns. We're not going to be working in arguments. We'll be working in a series of columns and gradually extracting the information. So we have the first one, which are the failure modes, and we go on the failure causes. We drag that, and that gives us the failure codes. So now let's go and explore the reservoir. And we've got reservoir cracked, and we have in fact 3 failure causes: the aging, the impact during car service, and the reservoir exposed to heat. But we don't have any information on which one of these is responsible for 28.6% reduction, which one is 40, and which one is 55.6. But likely we can go and extract the risk reduction, and we add it as an X piece of information. So we just leave a little bit more space. This information is already in percentages, and we sort of scroll down and we look at the reservoir. Aging is 28.6, which is what we had there on the right hand side. The impact during car service is 40%, and reservoir exposed to heat is 55.6. Okay, so we basically completed our information, and we can do something else. We can click on this filter. Now, we can do a right click on the filter, and we can put some formatting in our data. We can put some formatting, and say we can put some of these ranges, and okay, so we just reverse the order and we apply, and we can see if it makes sense. So we have a risk reduction of 25%. No, we want to reverse that. So we go back and we clear the rules. We select format rules and icon range, and let's apply and see. And okay, so the information, what we're trying to say here, we had a 33% reduction, and that's not that good. We have a 71.4% reduction, that's very good. Okay, now we have a 50% reduction, that's okay. But we got some other information that we can add. Say, for example, we are looking at these occurrences. We have initial occurrence and revised occurrence. And if we wanted to perhaps see the reduction in the percentage reduction in the occurrences, we have a percentage reduction in the actual RPM, the product of the 3 factors, but we don't have a percentage reduction in a single factor, so like the occurrence. So what we can do, we can create a function, we can create a specific function. So we go to XFMEA, right click, and add calculation field. And that opens up a window that enables us to create our own expression. So there are plenty of fields to choose, with constant, operators, mathematical function, logical, and so on. But we stick to the causes, which is what we want. And we scroll down, and we're going to find our occurrences, and so we take the final value. Okay, but before we select that, we're going to put some parentheses in. Okay, and now we put the final value minus the initial value, and it's going to be divided by the initial value. And then we click OK, and we call this, and we rename it, and we call it delta occurrences. Okay, so we created our own specific function and we've added. Okay, So now we got this information, and perhaps we want it to be a percentage. So we do the format, and we change that, and we put a percent. Okay, so what we got here, say for example, on the RPN reduction is 43% for this damage or worn out seal, but in terms of occurrences we've only reduced by 25% because other elements like severity or detection played a part in it. Whether it is valid or not, we can argue on that. And again, we can put some other fancy stuff and say color range, and we say, for example, we put these 4 colors. Let's just have a look, and no, we just reverse it. Okay, so what we're trying to say, basically, the bad one are the red, and the good one are the sort of cold color, like the blue one. And that gives us an indication of the kind of information. Once we've done that, we can save that. We save this layout, so we click on save, and we call it, say, layout 13. We're happy with that, and it's finished. So now we can close, and we got the layout 13 saved, and it's going to be shown as a viewer. So we close that, we launch our dashboard, and we're going to select the layout 13, and here is our data, and that's it.